Hi, and welcome back to Aussie Scale Modeller. Jace here, glad to have your company once again. Well, firstly, a huge shout out and a huge thanks to all of you that are supporting me in this channel, watching all the episodes, hitting the like and the subscribe buttons, very much appreciated. Also, if you're interested, hit the bell notification, that'll let you know when I place a new episode up. Speaking of episodes, trying to split this into 2 episodes a week. On either Wednesday or Thursdays, I will be doing the Corvette or any kit builds. On the Sunday at around about 6 o'clock, the main interviews with all those different wonderful people that I get to talk to. Okay, what I'll be doing is taking you downstairs into our kitchen, showing you how I do the prep work on the Corvette, or basically any kit that I start to build. So after that, I will be showing you the box sets, all of the box sets that Braden from www.outlawpaints.com.au has supplied me with. Fantastic colours. So I'll have a look at those with you, and I'll see you after that. See you in a bit. Well, here we are, ready for the prep of the 1962 Corvette Roadster. As I promised in the last episode, we'd have a look and do the prep work on this. So I've decided with the channel to do 2 episodes a week, one on Sunday with all the interviews, and we'll do the build videos during the week. Just one at the moment, and we'll probably have to increase that. So here we go, right down here we've got the 1962 Corvette Roadster, 2-in-1, and this is how we do a bit of prep. Well, it's how I do a bit of prep. We've got the body here, everything's still in the bags. Now that stuff will come in handy, along with this. That's a bit later on. Everything's still in the bag, making sure you get everything out of your box. Keeping all the things, well, we won't need to wash those tyres and all the glass. Keeping it all out of the way, safe and sound, so it doesn't end up in the sink. What I like to do, open everything up and into the sink. Nice warm water, that's what I prefer to use. Warm soapy water. Everything in there. Keep your bags. We'll come to those in a second. Bit of the glass. It goes in there. In goes the body. The chrome, no need to wash that. As I said, be using that a bit later on. A little bit of a brush. Give them a wash around in there. Good soak. I like to use just a light brush over the top, getting the nooks and crannies there. Flip them over. Somehow keep them in some sort of order in the sink. Remember what you've done, that way you're not sort of doing everything. Always helps if you've got a couple of plugs, but I don't, so that's okay. So just a nice little brush over, fairly firm brush, bristles there, keeping them up to date, just continuing on with all the parts. You know what you've done, there's a chassis there, radiator shroud, pair of belts onto the body. Now I always like to get in the little crannies on there. In this one, in the vents. Everywhere, you know, you're going to apply some primer. Bit of sanding, you might, you know, inside the wheel wells, people will sometimes forget those, but when you're doing that, when you're putting this paint down, you've missed that spot. You might get it easy and you might not, but better to be safe than sorry. Rightio, unplug, turn the old sink around. Again, just a little bit of warm water. Keep that sink running. Now, so not as I keep rinsing, that it transfers. Now you've got a pile of parts in the sink, still getting rinsed off with soapy water. Rinsing it off with as much soap as you can off, cleaning them all up. Resting them on the sink there. Looking for all the bubbles, everything else you've washed and scraped. Inside, outside. In that body, just to rinse off. Not too hot. Now the colour of this build will be revealed when we get to the body. Using Outlaw paints as per usual. But the colour, I'll get you guys to have a guess at what it's going to be. So to narrow it down, go to outlawpaints.com.au, have a look at the colours, and yeah, we'll work out a prize for those that can guess the actual colour of the car. And I'm sure Braden from Outlaw Paints would appreciate it. Right, shut that down. Now everything's been mainly rinsed off. Just a light fill of the sink, keep the plug in there. Throw the old oven cleaner out there. As you can see, this kit's been made very, very well. Lots of good detail. This kit will be modified with 1mm LEDs. So there'll be working taillights, working headlights. So I just put everything back in here. Move those plastic bags out of the way. Remember, not too hot, you don't want to warp any of your plastics there. Just a last rinse off. Bit of a tap. There's also a good chance while you've done this to check all your sprues to make sure all your parts are on. Nothing worse than finding a kit and you are missing that certain part. I like to give the body just that one little once over. And there you go. You've got all your parts washed. Let them dry. Make sure they are dry. The key to a successful model, I believe, is patience and time. It's going to take your time if you want that desired result. So there we go. We'll let those dry up, and next time we'll see you, we'll be back up in the room. And we'll hit the desk. Righto guys, catch you there. Well, that was my kitchen. That was the kitchen sink. As you can tell, I don't use it that very much, but when I do, it's for scale models. Braden, www.outlawpaints.com.au. Mate, brilliant, those box sets, top, high quality, value for money, incredible. Speaking of value for money, use this code if you want to save 10%. That's AUSSMOD10. Save yourself 10% www.outlawpaints.com.au. Speaking of a further 10% discount, Christopher Brown, you sir are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for providing this code right down here. That's hpmhobbies.com. That's High Plains Models. Go on the site, folks. Check it out. Use this code, and until the 31st of July, you get 10% off. That is RC gear. That is all your tools. That is resin parts. That is stuff you just can't get a hold of anywhere. 10% off. The slot cars. I can't wait to do the unboxing. Hey, cat's out of the bag. They're coming soon. Couple of sets from Christopher. Fantastic. Much appreciated. Look forward to doing that. Something very, very serious and close to my heart, and I'll give you a bit of the background story over the next few episodes. Men's mental health. Many, many people I have to thank, but there's quite a few sites and people in this country that you can reach out to for professional help, or just that great kind ear and the one that listens to you. Speaking of which, give a mate a call. Out of the blue. Ask him how he is. It's not going to take much time out of your day, but it could save their life and bring up their day. So again, I've got those interviews coming up. Speaking of which, next week's interview, Narelle from Frontline Hobbies. What a lovely lady, what an incredible woman, and she knows the stuff about the Australian hobby industry. So look forward to that. People, make sure that you stay tuned and look at next week's episode. Well, before I go, as usual, please hit the like and subscribe, and to all those different sites I've got the going around the screen there, please go and support the Australian hobby industry. It's very much appreciated. These people take their time, they put their hard earned into giving us stuff that we really, really like and enjoy doing. So folks, until then, as I always say, it's all good. Catch you later.